Hey guys, finally he sleeps here, back again with another market tricks video. This is episode 17 and we're coming into the final week of Ragnarok. All right, guys, let's take a look at this because I haven't had I didn't do an episode last week. The last episode, we ended the coin balance in the last one at 2,607,754,405 coins 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, that was the 7th, 8th, 9th of July, something like that, and said that we were going to hold on doing any investing at the beginning of Ragnarok. The reason being is because we were watching, the majority of this shard function of the way these players are coming in, we're not seeing a big increase in value in these players. In fact, if we look right now, we're maxed out. Like all of this 106 and higher stuff is all maxed out. Their value does not relate to the shard value, especially since they've lowered the shard value on some of this stuff, the way it translates into what you're earning. And I think the biggest problem we have right now is we're moving into the time of year where everyone is asking about the reset. Team of the season is over. The season's beginning to continue, and we're looking for a chance to refresh the game. And the big question is everybody wants a reset. And the way this new system works, I don't even know why I have to call it a new system, because this thing's been around now for a few years. There's no reset. It comes down to nerf and rebalance. So the OVR continues to climb, but the players don't get better. The older players get nerfed to allow for the stat rebalance. So as they continue to increase the numbers, it's not like the players are getting quicker. It's nothing like that. It is a rebalance. And what comes along with that rebalance is the value gap gets larger and larger and larger from players that we invest in and players that we push. And we see this cycle start to come back into phase at this time of year. And right now we're in the middle of treasure hunt. Sorry. Ragnarok or whatever the hell it is. It's basically a rebranded treasure hunt for the summer because there's nothing else going on. The value on the players as they continue to increase, higher OVR players and higher OVR players as the teams start to move towards 114, 115, 116 OVR, the value shift is not the newer players are not fluctuating in value because the coins are getting higher and higher and higher and higher. What used to be 100 million to 300 million coins got you X amount of stuff. That is now 1 billion coins. And the game, because of the way it continues to progress, not only will the OVRs continue to go up, the coin value and the function of the dollar in the game will continue to increase as well. Now, that doesn't mean that the market's dead. Anybody telling you that the market isn't working or the market is dead is an absolute dumbass and doesn't understand how this game works, because the market is more than alive right now than it has been in a very long time. It's just that they're not smart enough to know exactly where it's alive at. And we've been watching this fluctuation in these waves. And I've been talking about these icons for so long. I'm waiting for there to be a better place in the game than these, but it doesn't seem like it's coming anytime soon. And if we look at this wave, we're on the slow end of the slope, and it's going to start coming back up again. We're waiting maybe at the beginning of Breaking Dawn or whatever Twilight version the next section of this Ragnarok bullshit is, but we could see this swing back up. But what we're seeing right now is, as we've been talking about these things and we've been watching this up and down wave week in and week out, it is now coming to the point where the value shift is coming before the reset, and we're actually making more money on these cards in the last week, selling them to the people attempting to buy them. So we've now manufactured this investment. It is done. It has ran its course, but there are still coins to be made there. And like I said, I started at 2.6 billion, and now we are at 3.3 billion. But that's not the thing. I've got, if you look here at my tradable players, I've already invested. I'm actually at over 5 billion. I've invested it all back in to 90s to push for next week. So I've still got all the invested coins back in. So realistically, I'm going to call this 2.6 billion to 3.3 billion, but the actual number is well over 5 billion because the shift has moved away from actually working with the market to working against the market. So now we're selling these back. So if you're paying attention, the values right now, like right here where it's at 2.94, yesterday he was 3.3. So he lost 400,000 coin value overnight after the reset. So when we would normally be selling them now at maximum profit, they were yesterday at a higher profit. And if these continue to drop the way we're expecting, and we see that curve finally start to rise up, all these invested 90s could cycle back around in the next week or two if you're holding them for maximum value above 3.3 or 3.5. But again, the icons, I don't know what it is about this group that is just watching so much fluctuation in the values, but it's there and it's still holding. It's not dead. We've just had to modify the way we handle it. So, yeah, 2 weeks and we're up well over 2 billion coins in 2 weeks, which is absolutely nuts. But we're going to call it 2.6 to 3,311,797,148 coins. And then just forget all of these invested players and just let them sit, because we'll deal with them later once this shift comes in. And then we might be able to see a massive push into that 6-7 billion coin range, a hell of a lot quicker than I thought I would coming off of the last event. So the market, it is alive and well if you know how to use it. FC Mobile, get ready. We've got, what is it? It's not Dawn Approaches or Breaking Dawn. Is it Breaking Dawn? It's not Breaking Dawn. That's Twilight. What is it? Gallery. No, main. Now I'm at a loss. I want to know what the hell. Info? After Daybreak. After breaking. I was close. Finally, he sleeps. It's another Market Tricks episode. Make sure you subscribe here so you never miss when any video goes live. As long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making videos. Breaking Dawn. It's going to be Breaking Dawn. That's what I'm going to call it.